So today we're going to be talking about one of Macca's top tips. It's the pronunciation of Budapest. It's actually Pest, a bit like the Dutch. What you have here is on the map is you have the Danube, which obviously dissects the city, and you got two sides. You got Buda with like St. Matthias's Church, Castle Hill, and then you got Pest, which is the other side with St. Stephen's Basilica and Parliament. So the top tip is, if you want to sound like a local, Budapest. So this is the princess, a famous statue in Budapest, which is just down by the river. The question is, boy or girl? Very tricky question, sometimes very hard to answer. Apparently, it's a girl, but it was based on the sculpture's son. He didn't have a female model, so did a sculpture of his son, essentially a boy, and then said, yeah, no, female. So obviously he wanted a girl. Everyone comes over to Budapest, and if they want to have a wish, they rub the knees, have a wish, like, I wish this video was a bit better, and then hopefully it will come true. So that's the statue of the little princess. You're one of the tour guides for the Budapest.
Yes,
tour?
I am.
Just wonder if you can tell me a bit more about the tour.
The tours, we have tours every single day, all day long, every day, and we have actually 4 different tours. Okay. 2 of them is nearly the same to general, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. The afternoon one is usually for those who can't get up in the morning, because we found that it's a kind of a problem. Yeah. But it's also popular, really popular.
So how long have you been a tour guide for?
Me, myself, for about 1.5 years, let's say. Okay. But the company itself, let's say, it's just friends together. Yeah. So everybody knows the other one somehow. All of our locals, Hungarians. It exists for about 3 years, I'd say.
And how many of you are there? Is it 10, 20 or?
About 10, 12.
Oh, okay, cool.
10, 12, yes.
And one last question.
Yes?
As a local, obviously, you know, there's the ruin bars and popular pubs and stuff like that. What's your favourite? It's a big question.
You know, it's there are big questions always. Which is your favourite pub? Which is the best bathhouse to go, for example? It depends on my mood, where my friends going, what is the music, because it's so busy, the nightlife here in Hungary, and it's so good. You don't have to go always just partying, but you can go just free drink, socialize with the friends. That's the place, the ruin bars where we go. And I wouldn't say any of them is my favorite. All of them are my favorites.
You should experience them all. Maybe not all of them, but at least a couple. Well, thank you so much for today's tour, and thank you very much for this little
Thanks for coming, and thanks for the questions as well.
It's okay, thank you. Brilliant.
Thank you.
So we're standing outside the Budapest Opera House. We've got a Macca's top tip for you here. Usual tickets cost between 40 and 50 euros, which is obviously quite expensive. But if you come last minute, you can get like a standing unreserved seat for only about 5 to 6 euros. So you're saving yourself so much money. So yeah, if you want to come in the evening, come around like 6 o'clock, you know, performances start at 7. Pick yourself up a cheap ticket, look at the interior and the decor, and enjoy some opera. We are outside the front of St. Stephen's Basilica. Interesting fact about St. Stephen's Basilica is that it is not actually a basilica. The Pope came to Hungary in 1930 and was like, hey, nice basilica. And they were like, yes, good point, Pope, it is a nice basilica, when in fact it's not a basilica at all, it's a church. As you can see, it's pretty big. In fact, it is the largest Roman Catholic church in this square, let's say this square. As you can see, it's got some Latin on the outside. Ego sum via veritas et vita, which means I am the light and the way. And that's Jesus just under there with his arms outstretched saying, I am the light and the way. But inside is pretty much, St. Stephen is everywhere. You kind of ousted Jesus. He's like, no, I built this thing. It's going to be my face. It's a bit of a big deal here in Budapest. So yeah, no, it's a really nice tourist attraction. 200 for one to get in. spot on.
The right hand. Talk about the right hand being in there.
Is that a big thing, do you reckon?
I think it's quite a big thing, yeah.
Okay.
Mummified.
So another interesting thing about St. Stephen's is he was buried in his coffin, hands over his chest, and apparently there was enough air in the coffin that it actually mummified his right hand, which is kind of like the airspace. So when they opened up his coffin again, they were like, wow, right hand is completely mummified. This is an absolute miracle. It wasn't a miracle, it was science at work there, but still we'll say it's a miracle. And they cut it up 3 bits. One went to Slovakia, one went to Vienna in Austria, and the hand is in St. Stephen's Basilica. So you apparently have to pay 200 Fruan to see the hand, and it lights up, and yeah, you get to see a bit of gruesome history there. That's your horrible histories for you. We're in St. Stephen's Basilica. Obviously we kind of give a little video outside. This is his hand, his right hand, as we kind of talked about outside, when he's mummified. So we've got another Macca's top tip in St. Stephen's Basilica. Obviously here in the pews behind you can actually sit and watch someone illuminate the hand instead of paying for it for yourself. So do that instead. So here we are standing outside Parliament in Budapest. It's right on the banks of the Danube. It was actually built over a 20-year period between 1884 and 1904. Has 691 rooms, and it is the largest building in the whole of Hungary. So feast drives on it. It's a pretty impressive sight. And that is Parliament. Hello, we are at Astoria station. We're taking 4 stops. Oh, this is an awful metro. Look at this thing. It's communist. So yeah, 4 stops. We're gonna go to Castle Hill for the Palinka and sausage festival. Yeah, I said sausage. It's gonna be good. Lots of brandy. Palinka's the local moonshine. It's gonna be a good giggle. Good giggle. We're at the Palinka Festival. It's starting to kick off a bit. Music's just started. What a place! You know, the most beautiful setting. You've got this gorgeous castle in the background. The sun's out. The booze is flowing. The music's on. Yeah, that's a really nice setting. Really nice setting.